Hey everyone, Trevor at Toploaded Gaming. And, the generosity of people never ceases to amaze me. So, when I started watching Bithead, it was sort of a thing like I saw myself in this person because I just saw a genuine person, not someone trying to put something sort of fake out there. And I was like, man, if me and, this guy were to have met up somewhere, as a kid or something, I could see myself, this guy being, one of my friends, someone I could relate to. And I started, sending him some of the extra things that I had. And it kind of developed into a little friendship that we had, But when I was sending him packages, I sort of never really, it wasn't like a trade type thing. I wasn't expecting to, like, hey, I'm going to send you this, but I expect this in return. It was sort of like, hey, man, I have this extra stuff. I want it to go to a good home, especially with someone like Marlon sending me stuff, the stuff that he sends me. I wanted it to go to someone like that I felt, was trustworthy and wasn't gonna turn around and, sell it for a huge profit on eBay and whatever. So I thought, I pretty much found that in Jesse. And he sent me a package. And, to be honest, a while back he had got a really, how does he put it on his channel? His Wallet Buster. Operation Wallet Buster. He acquired a moderately hard game to come across. And one thing about Jesse is I don't think he wants to get sucked into collecting the boxes. I think that's one thing about Jesse is, when I started this, I was the same way. It was, I'm gonna start collecting, but I'm not gonna get sucked into all the pitfalls, how I viewed them at the time, all the pitfalls they have, like worrying about getting this or that or whatever. But then once I got into it, it was like there was no helping it. I want the boxes, I want that feeling of walking up to the shelf and feeling like I'm at that rental store as a kid again, and being able to look at the back of the game, and read everything about the game before I play it. And one thing about Jesse is he's at least yet to, and then we're talking about specific systems, because if you want to speak TurboGrafx and PC Engine stuff, I mean, he's kind of collecting those in a complete fashion. But then as far as the Nintendo, he kind of hasn't been sucked into that as of yet. But so we were talking about, because before he put it out on the YouTube channel, he had sent me like, hey, I got this game, check this out, man. And so one day I'm messaging him, and it's like, man, if I was still working, I probably would, I'd probably get that with you, and I wasn't like throwing some sort of hint at him or fucking anything like that. And he just starts saying like, well, fuck, man, I think he had said like, I told you if you ever was looking for something, whatever, just name it or whatever, dude. You've hooked me up a bunch of times. How about I just send it to you, whatever? And I told him no. You could think of the, in my eyes, it was like think of the Nintendo games you can turn that into. I mean, you can convert what's in this box into a couple Nintendo games. Why not do that instead? You have a long time to pay generosity back. Why does it have to be right this second? But he insisted, and he sent me this package. So let's take a look at what's inside. So we have a note. You see, I think this is kind of a dig at me, a little bit. maybe not. But he's like, hey Trevor, enjoy this cardboard box. Your buddy Bithead 1000. So, you know, he doesn't collect the boxes, so. Alright, so maybe some of you that watch his channel already know what this is. Now I do have to say, I still have to find the game, right? I still have to find the game, because it's one that I don't have yet. Jesse sent us the box for Mighty Final Fight. Unbelievable, right? And it says Revision A. So, I mean, wasn't this a later release? So I wonder, I really need to start researching the revisions of games, because recently I found out about some revisions of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, and you wouldn't believe the amount of revisions there are, and that's not even including whatever revisions they made to the regular Punch-Out once they scrubbed Mike Tyson off. Just as an aside really quick, contrary to popular belief, games were actually patched. For example, in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, there was a glitch that would happen during the Macho Man fight where it would freeze the game and you had no choice but to reset the game, and they would take these glitches out in certain games. I know of, I believe there are 5 different revisions just of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I would imagine that certain people would call in and report certain glitches, and they would get games returned for whatever reason, and you know, if the problem was super prevalent, they would issue a revision of the game. But to contrast updating and patches to games today, there are similarities. Granted, it's nowhere near as horrid as some games with their day one patches, but patches did exist in the form of revisions. If you want to like complete a US library, it's like, I guess semantically you can argue you don't have to, but like I want to say, like John Hancock, he has, when he says he has a complete library, he has every revision, every UPC label variant there is. He has them all. So this is revision A. I don't know what differences that may mean, but either way, I don't think I'm gonna be getting different revisions. That's just me. But this is really something. I mean, now if it's a completely different box, like you go from the regular Metroid to the yellow box Metroid, yeah, I'm gonna get something like that. But if it's just like, you know, it, instead of the white and gold seal, it has the black and gold seal, but otherwise it's the same, I'm not gonna do something like that. Let's take a look, see what's inside. So we've got the manual and the styrofoam, and then there's a couple little things in here, and it's some little stickers. And check that out, it's some Merlin stickers. I want to say these are the same brand. You know, you can go to like the bowling alley or you know, a Kmart or something like that, and put 50 cents in, and you'd get this folded little piece of cardboard, and inside the cardboard was these couple little stickers that you'd get. I think that's the same brand that used to make those. I want to say I have vague memories of getting stickers like this. I wonder if he knew these were in the box or not. Knowing Jesse, he might not have ever even noticed that was in the box. Because I imagine Jesse, like, not even really wanting to look at the box because he doesn't want to get sucked into collecting the boxes. So, I feel like that's what made it possible for these stickers to make it in the box. But then again, maybe he just threw them in. I'm not sure. But yeah, short video today. I just wanted to make this video and kind of, you know, say thanks to Jesse. It's not something he had to do, but he felt, you know, he wanted to. So, I mean, I'll take it. And just real awesome of you, dude. I really appreciate it. And that's going to do it for me. This is Trevor over at Toploaded Gaming. I'll see you next time.